Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to do a story time. I don't actually remember the last time I did one of these, but this story randomly came to my head the other day and I was like, you know what, I should probably make a story time about this just because it's funny now. At the time I just wasn't impressed. Like, to be honest, I'm still not impressed. So let's throw it all the way back. This is back like when I was a teenager, and you guys know I'm old now, so this is a long time ago. And basically I had a crush on some guy, right? And he was like, in my opinion anyways, he was like the hottest guy in like school. It was like secondary school, so like high school or whatever. This was like towards the end. Yeah, I had this crush on him. Actually, it wasn't towards the end. It had been for years, like the longest time ever. And that's what's so important about this story, is that it was such a long crush that everyone knew about it. So he knew about it, my mates knew about it, people who weren't even my mates knew about it, the cats next door, the dogs, the pigeons, everybody knew about it. That's what's so significant about this story, is everyone knew. There was this girl that I was friends with at the time, keywords being at the time, fact being no more. And you guys will probably find out why as I tell the story, but at the time we were friends, and obviously she knew about the crush I had on this guy. Everybody knew, trust me, like when I say everyone knew, like everyone knew, it wasn't a secret. So one day we were in like science class, right, and it was only recently that all of us had been joined into the same science class. I think I used to be in a different one, and then I joined into this one. So it had my crush in it, and it had this girl in it as well. And then all my best friends, like all my girl best friends were there as well. Like we were all in the same class. This was like the best class because like everyone was just there, and it was banter, and the teacher was jokes, and the lessons were fun, and I loved it. One day we were in class in science, and like we had these high like tables with like the stools, because you know, like when you're doing experiments and stuff, it's not like an ordinary classroom, so it's more like a lab. There was another table over there where he was sat. I don't know if that was like his usual seat, but on this day that's where he was sitting with like his boys. Like they used to have like their table, and then I would be over here like with my perfect view, so I can see him, I can pre him throughout the lesson, like hey babe, like you know, in my head I'm like, we're married, like what's up. So I'm sat there and I'm chilling, and then this girl, like there used to be intervals where you could talk, so I guess it was like maybe either the start of the lesson or during the lesson at some point, or right at the end, but it was fine. Like during this time it was fine to be talking. So I guess she got up and went over to him, and I don't know what they were talking about because they were like right across the classroom, but I could see like she looked a bit too friendly, you know, and I was just like because she knew, like as I said, as I keep reiterating, she knew that I had the biggest crush on him. So she looked a bit too cozy, a bit too friendly, and I was just like, you know what, let her, because this is how she talks to most guys anyways, so it wasn't really a big deal. But then out of nowhere, my girl goes and plants a kiss on his cheek, and I'm just like, can you not see me sat over here? Like, you're meant to be my friend, firstly. Secondly, you know I'm right here. Like, so if you can do that right in front of me, what can you do behind my back? Cause, girl. But yeah, she did that, and I was just like, girl, like, did anyone else just see what I just saw? And like, my friend saw as well, and he was just gassed. He was like a ladies man. Is that what they call it? A ladies man. I was about to say ladies woman. No, he was a ladies man. So he was like just used to female attention. It was no big deal for him, but for me it was like such a big deal, and I was just like, that's my friend, like why is she behaving like this, like why is she doing that? So anyways, she kissed him, blah blah blah, on the cheek, and he was like getting haps, all this, and I'm just like, oh my god, oh my god. And my friends are like, did you just see that, did you just see that, did you just see that? I'm like, yeah, I did see that. And then the lesson went on or whatever, and I'm just sat there in my head like, wow, I guess we're gonna have to get a divorce now, because like this isn't working out. Like, this is what I'm thinking in my head. And then after the lesson, she comes up to me. This is what kills me. So she knows that I saw, and she knows she did it in front of me, and she didn't mind. And she comes up to me after the lesson, and she's like, oh, like did you see, blah blah blah, I'm sorry, like I'm sorry, and she's like laughing, and I'm thinking, this isn't funny, like this isn't funny, I don't, what's there to giggle about? Like, she was like laughing, but I think it was more like a nervous laughter because she knows it was like not cool. And obviously, like, I wasn't with him or anything, or like it wasn't going to develop into anything, but it's just for me it was the principle, you know, like, you're my mate, and like, you know, I like this guy, everybody knows I like this guy, including you, and you go and do something like that. I just thought that wasn't cool, but I let it slide, right? Like, I never made a big deal out of it. This was my thing, like, in school I never really made a big deal out of things unless I was just feeling like petty, but I wasn't at this time, so I just let it run, let it slide. And then over the course of like school and like time after that, like, different things happened where it was just like, oh, actually this isn't cool. Like, you don't really look out for your friends, you're more interested in your own game and like more interested in getting attention from people than actually looking out for your friends. And I just thought that wasn't cool. So after a while I snipped, because like that kind of energy is just not welcome here. Like, you know how I do on this channel, we don't do bad vibes. So I was just like, nah, that's not cool. Like, I just feel like as a friend you should know when you're crossing the line. And the thing is, she knew but she didn't care, and so I was like, that's not good enough. So I just had to chop. But yeah, this was like such a like kiddie story time. This was like years back. Trust me, I haven't had like drama in my life. I wish my story times were like more dramatic, but honestly this was like in school days and it was no big deal actually. And I literally only remember this story the other day and I was like, I should actually tell that story because that's quite jokes. But yeah, that's the time that my friend kissed my crush in front of me and it broke my what's wrong with me? Yeah man, that's the story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just something a little fun, something a little light-hearted, you know. Everything's cool now, we're all grown up, big people out here. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you guys in my next one.